Sri Harihi, Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal. Book 5, Radhika Kucha Kasturi, Kunkumankita Vakshasam, Shringara Rasamurtim Tam, Bhakta Kolahalam Bhaje. Chapter 1. The Bhagavatas said, O Master, we wish to hear the narration of life history of Nimbarka. Who was he? What was his childhood name? What was the nature of his Krishna Upasana, method of worshipping Sri Krishna? Sri Sadguru replied, Those who did not discern the essence of Shastras from their readings are compared to donkeys that bear a load. Shastras have hidden meaning that cannot be understood by those who lack divine wisdom. Hence, even the great scholars are unable to extract the quintessence from them. Bhagavan did not manifest himself in the Vedas, Shastras, or in the commentaries of great spiritual works explicitly. He dwells in the hearts of the pure devotees. Hence, will he not bless the devotee with true wisdom if they give up all efforts to accumulate knowledge of the Shastras and instead surrender unto him totally? Knowing without realization is fruitless. Knowledge without realization is fruitless, but real experience and realization are gained only by the mercy of Sri Govinda. Realizing Godhead is all in all. Without that, what is the use of engaging in debates on Shastras? Sri Bhagavan, Sri Krishna is easily accessible only to true devotees. Bhakti Yoga is supreme over Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. What is the use of karma or jnana devoid of devotion to Lord Krishna? Kumbhakarna, who knew the righteous path, and Malyavan, who had deep knowledge of sacred precepts, did not cultivate devotion to Sri Rama, the Lord of Sita. Thus they failed to achieve happiness. On the contrary, the gopis violated dharma of mundane conduct. Yet they were intoxicated in the nectar of prema bhakti, and hence they attained the coveted darshan of Sri Krishna. All the plants, creepers, trees, animals, and birds of the Vrindavan, though bereft of divine wisdom, could get Sri Krishna's darshan. Bhakti yoga alone makes it easy for the sadhus to realize Brahman. Hence, one should engage in all possible efforts to learn the invaluable treasure of devotion. The epics present the example of the life story of the ancient saint Aruni in this connection. I shall narrate that to you. Listen to me carefully. Long back, at the close of Dwapara Yuga, there was a saint named Aruni who was proficient in all Shastras. He studied all the principles of Vedanta, but he was only bewildered in the end. He could not have peace of mind. He could not attain Brahmajnana even after performing different kinds of severe penance deep in the forest. Hence he became very sad. Later, being instructed by Sri Narada, he reached Vrindavan. There he engaged in Bhakti Yoga, performing Namakirtan. Within a short span, Devi Radha, the crown princess of Sri Govinda, appeared before him and blessed him with her darshan, which is unattainable even by the yogis. The seer had the darshan of Devi Radha, who was seated on the throne under a kadamba tree. She was surrounded by her friends like Lalita, who stood in attendance to her. He had darshan of Devi Radha, who is the mother of all the worlds and the beloved of Sri Nandakumara. She emitted a lustre like the crore of moons. Her lips were like ripe fruits. Her countenance was like full-blown lotus. Her teeth were bright and beautiful. She had an emanating smile, eyes as attractive as lotus flowers, and black curly locks of hair. The Devi, whose beauty is eternally youthful, was clad in shimmering blue silken dress. She was adorned with a necklace made of precious stones and gems. At that time, she was teaching the parrot in her hand to repeat the divine names of Sri Krishna. The beloved daughter of Rishabhanu was as luminous as glittering pure gold. Having this wonderful darshan, Saint Aruni folded his hands above his head and paid obeisance to her again and again. With great devotion, he offered prayers to the spouse of Sri Krishna. Saint Aruni prayed, "My venerations to you, whose feet are adorned by the wives of the demigods. My obeisance to you, who are the personification of the divine beauty and splendor. My prostrations unto you, who are wearing a girdle upon your dress. My obeisances to you, who are beautified by the lustre of exquisite ornaments that adorn you. I bow to you, whose lotus eyes are beautified by kajal. I bow to you, who are showering mercy through your sidelong glances. O Mother of the Universe, I bow to you. O the beloved of Sri Krishna, I bow to you. O Devi, very embodiment of divine bliss, I bow to you again and again. I am not able to grasp this import and divine secrets and precepts explained in the Vedas. Hence, I take refuge in you, the goddess of the entire universe. Please dispel my illusion by your gracious glances. You are my goddess and my guru." Sri Sadguru said. Listening to this prayer, Devi became pleased and blessed him with both her hands and spoke as follows. Sri Devi said, "Sri Krishna is the sole supreme being. The Jiva, individual soul, is but one aspect of the Supreme Personality. Maya, the covering force of the world, is his power only. The only goal of life is to attain the holy feet of Sri Krishna. The route to that achievement is devotion. One should learn this much. What is the use of unnecessary debates on Shastras?" Sri Sadguru continued. Having spoken thus, Devi Radha disappeared right before the saint's eyes. That very moment, he attained enlightenment, realizing the true essence of Vedanta. After getting a darshan of Devi Radha, that distinguished devotee had no doubt of any kind on any matter relating to the Shastras. Realizing that the only destination sought by the Shastras is Sri Govinda, he wrote valuable commentaries on them. The same Saint Aruni was given the name Nimbakacharya and was adored by all the sadhus of Sri Brindavan. Thus ends chapter 1 entitled Nimbarka Charitam of Book 5 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.